Well. It's been a bit. We haven't been here in a little bit. Um, yeah. Like I've said, sorry that it has been a while since I've done a MeepCast. I just really, I don't know. There just was a lot going on, but I think outside of that, I think MeepCast is one of those things where I don't really want to do it that often, but I do still want to do it maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. I know I've been saying that for a lot of events, but in all honesty, this is one that I do want to do whenever I want, basically. I guess to answer this real quickly, just at the start of this Meepcast, except this Meepcast is probably only going to be like 45 minutes, an hour, like the normal usual times. Why did I stop doing it? Like the last time I think I did one with friends was like in summer. I think it's obvious why. School and just life. A lot of people are busy now because of school, and also now that summer is pretty much basically over for almost everyone in USA, and same for anywhere else. Um, it's a lot more difficult to get friends to participate in an event like this, even if it's just like three of them or two of them. It's still difficult. For example, with my Olympics, which I did start, we are on to the Mod Olympics now, but with the Final Friend one, having to get four specific people all at the same time was so difficult where I just wanted to do it at any time. I had to resort to doing it at like 9 p.m. because literally no one could play anything else otherwise until like 9 p.m. So it's like, it was very difficult to try to get that set up, but I did it. Mod Olympics is next, where it's a lot more easier. I might not do it for a bit again, which I'll explain why in a little bit. But yeah, it's just doing events. I've learned a lot. It's not that easy to set up. It's not. You have like I feel like if you're doing a huge event where it's like you need at least a good like 16 other players, you're gonna need backups on the backups because it's like it's kind of difficult to even like try to maintain a schedule for events where you actually need people for it. Just kind of a lesson in case any creators or someone wants to create like an event. It's pretty difficult. So what else has happened while I haven't done Meepcast? A bunch of Hive stuff. We've had Gravity, which I think I've talked about before. We have the new hub, a bunch of updates, Bridge updated, Hide and Seek updated. They announced their Murder Mystery update. It's not going to be this week. It's going to be next week. They announced it, like full on announced it in today's like maintenance post that did for Asia region. They did it for to add the chunk catch thing, which they have already done for other regions. But they announced two things. We're getting Murder Mystery on all of its maps this week. So basically, these next 7 days to like 8-ish days, somewhere around this time frame, we're getting it. So I can only assume next weekend. Who knows when this will be out? Because they just said a week from now, or somewhere relating to this week, this coming week. We are going to be getting an article on Treasure Wars seasons. No one knows what this article is going to have. The only thing I can assume is that we are basically going to be getting some nitty gritty details on what Treasure Wars seasons will be bringing us, which I love how they're keeping up to date with that. Even though we didn't get it during summer, they're going to up to date us with everything they've worked on, most likely, or maybe even explain some things there and there. Who even knows? I'm so excited for that. Like, I am beyond hyped for Treasure Wars seasons, definitely. But yeah, in terms of Hive stuff, that's really all that's happened. Nothing really outside of that. I know I've definitely talked about Zekwa like before. I've quit Zekwa. I don't plan on returning to it for a multitude of reasons. That's just something I don't want to do, nor do I enjoy playing anymore. Um, what else can I talk about? I've definitely been going through a lot, like outside, which I guess I could just, talk about a little bit. I definitely have been going through a lot in life as of this month and last month. I know, sometimes life hits you. It is what it is. It happens. I'm at a point where I am a little better. Not what I wasn't me like last week. Definitely, I was miserable. I feel like now I still have like that sort of disgusting feeling that like something's always off. but like I am doing a lot more better than what I was doing a week ago, definitely. So like, yeah, that's good. I've started working on some stuff again. Um, started doing a lot of more fun things. School's just been not that school sucks. If anything, it hasn't been stressful. I've been doing easy. It's easy work. It's just boring. It is borderline boring. I get they said that 12th grade was going to be the easiest year for me, and it is. I believe it now. It is the most boring, though. Jesus Christ. I am just bored beyond death in, like, at least a good 3 of my classes. Luckily, I only have 5, because I only have 6 periods, and one of them counts for 2. So it's like, luckily, only like 2 or 3 of them are bad, which actually technically overweighs it, so never mind. It actually kind of sucks. um, but yeah, it really has just been a little bit stressful for me to have to deal with, just life in general and stuff like that. I am better now, so I am getting back to hopefully daily stream. Hopefully, I won't miss any streams from time to time. Um, I have thought about this, and I do want to just, maybe, because this will be uploaded on YouTube, for anyone watching on YouTube. I am streaming this live on Twitch. I'm streaming at a late time, so probably not a lot of chatters right now, but, yeah. Leave in the comments below, or even in this stream, it doesn't really matter where you do it, whether it's later or now. Let me know if this is a good idea. So, basically, I wanted to start doing my streams at basically the same time. The stream time will not change. The stream time will not change at all. But I've been thinking there's just times where I'm not even live and I can go live and play Minecraft. For example, during summer, there were so many times during summer where like I'm literally just sitting there late at night playing with Kaylin, and all of a sudden I'm not streaming. And I'll be playing with her for probably like 6 hours. And just not live whatsoever. So it's like, of course there's some days where like, I'm not going to want to go live, But like there's some days where I feel like I could definitely just go live late at night. Especially during weekends. Like, I don't know. I feel like I might just do that for the sakes of just going live. But I don't know. Because I know a lot of people, there's not a lot, but there are some people who generally do want all channel streams. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's not anything I really want to play right now for the all channel besides maybe from like Overwatch, Fortnite, and that's about it. I was gonna do Among Us, but in all honesty, it's kind of hard to stream Among Us with a group of friends that, 1, are chaotic, 2, have bad language, and then 3, Xbox streaming doesn't track Discord calls yet. There's Discord on Xbox now, but it doesn't track it to the point where you just won't even be able to hear the other end. So, I don't know. We'll think about it. I did get Among Us working on my laptop, so maybe I could stream on my laptop the next time we do it. But overall, I feel like I'm just going to keep it at that for now. I don't really have much planned for the all channel. There are a few games I do want to play. I still have the equipment to stream on Switch, so it's like I definitely will be coming back to Switch eventually, just I'm not motivated to play on Switch right now. I don't know, it's a whole nother console, it's a whole nother thing I gotta boot up, and then once I'm done booting up, I gotta like disassemble it so I can actually use my laptop properly. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, why would I put it up and then use it once and then put it away? You know what I mean? That's just something I don't want to do, so I don't know if I'll go through with Twitch streams, but it is something I'm still considering, I guess I'll talk about ideas. Just this MeepCast is just gonna be me tiling finally back, but I have thought of a different tile of future plans. I want to leave this MeepCast specifically for my thought process on events, things I want to work on, things I want to get to, and stuff that maybe none of y'all have heard yet. Let's get right into it. MeepCast. MeepCast right now is at a good point. I am fine the way it's built. I don't think Thunder actually ever finished it fully, but I could be wrong. But from my understanding, a lot of it's done to where I can kind of consider it finished for now. There are a few things that I do notice that are not complete or done or haven't even started on. So it's one of those things where it's like, it's done on, the outside. People can see that it looks done. Well, on the inside, I know it's not done. it can be a lot more. Even after version 1 is done, I still want to work on it in the future with something more bigger, possibly, but who knows. MeepCast is fine. Olympics. Mod Olympics is what I'm working on right now. I actually have a lot more done with scoring. I just gotta do CS settings and add like a new mode or two, and that's about it. Mod Olympics is now. After this, I wanted to do something a little bit. How do I put it? So here's the catch. Okay, my Discord crashed. I can tell because it's literally just spamming me with pings now. So my Discord definitely crashed. Here's one thing I do want to point out. I'm gonna be doing it with creators, and I'm not one to talk to creators. I'm not one to like interact with people. The reason why I've done friends and mods first is because I want to get it set up to a good point for whenever creators come around to do it, it's pretty stable, So I had a thought of maybe I'll do streamers and then I'll do YouTubers, but there's not enough streamers to honestly solidify just doing streamers. Sorry. So I'm going to be adding viewers into the mix after creators. I do want to do one where I only invite streamers. I only invite YouTubers for one. Then I only invite YouTube streamers, which I don't know if I can classify it as an actual separate content creation pool, but I don't think I will. I might just do streamers, YouTubers, then streamers, and then YouTubers. That way, it's always, no matter what, have at least a good chance of having a streamer and a YouTuber as like one of the, like instead of just being like 4 YouTubers, for example, or all streamers. There's a variety. I did also have a thought process of just doing streamers, YouTubers, but there's just not enough Twitch streamers to solidify. I know there's more than Twitch. There's definitely Kick as well. I don't know a whole lot of Kick. The only person I know that streams on Kick is Rev, however you say her name. Shouts out to her. She's pretty cool. That's like the only Kick streamer I know. YouTube streamers, I don't physically know. I really don't know much besides from like Prime. And yeah, that's where my mind ends. I guess sometimes Irish, but I guess Irish I could consider YouTube streamer. But like Irish is all around, so it's like you can't really like, justify that. But yeah, I'm working on it. There'll be a lot more to it. Definitely Hive will add a lot more to custom server settings and stuff like that to where it will make the Olympics a lot more interesting. So I am excited for that. Here's one thing I have not talked about. Project Hyde. Oh boy. Where do I begin with this? This is something that I've had in the back of my mind for a little bit now, and I don't think I've talked about to anyone, so I'm going to talk about it now. Project Hyde was something I called in my head that I actually worked on in the past. I had a build team. For people who don't know, I'm going to explain. I had a build team where it was just kind of randomly selected from a forum. I know some people are going to remember this. I did that. Did the application, y'all applied, and then people got into the build team. And I wanted to do a event where it's a hide and seek event where basically I'm seeking and everyone else is hiding, and the winner gets a grand prize, whoever I find last. But it'll be in my own custom map that my build team builds. Looking back at it like a week ago, it was something. It was really something. Definitely got to a decent point with a lot of the stuff I wanted to add. But looking back at it, 2 things. 1, I know it could be better. And then 2, I know for a fact there's a lot more in my mind that I could add for it. Welcome, Gamer Boy. Hello. I'm doing MeepCast. It's kind of like my podcast. Welcome. Yeah, there's a lot more I could do to it. So that's what's going to happen. On the build team, I don't know if I'm definitely going to be getting another build team. I'm having it going. I kind of did one Just Build CS day and then stopped. I'm definitely going to do another Just Build CS day on Twitch. So I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube. Any people from YouTube watching, I stream over on Twitch almost every other day. Come over there. It'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah. I will be having a build team come up. And that's probably the first thing we'll work on is Project Hyde, because it's been something in the back of my mind for a while. I've been wanting to do an event like that. I get the idea kind of from, I know it's kind of a little bit weird, Fortnite. I know I've seen Cypher PK, Courage upload this kind of content, same for Nick 830. Kind of like, where someone is hiding amongst the group and they kind of have to live. I kind of want to do something like that, except no one's hiding amongst the group. It's just me seeking viewers, but I have little tricks up my sleeve, something along those lines. I think it would be sick. I think it would be fun. There's definitely was another project that was in the works, and I don't think we ever used. We might have used it once, but I don't think we ever used. It's now deleted now. I'm not going to say the name of this project, but just know I have another thing in the back of my mind once Project Hide's done. So, I'm not going to talk about it, but definitely we'll be getting that going probably around October, November, somewhere around there. Because I still have other things I want to work on. So, yeah. This another thing will be happening next month because I definitely want to get around to doing this. People who make me feel nostalgic. This is a series I've been wanting to do for, I'm not even gonna lie, since Pizza's quit. Literally. Literally since Pizza's quit after his arcade video. About like 6 months down the line, I had a thought of what if I invite people who I either haven't talked to in ages, who have quit content creation, or just not around anymore. There might be people who no one knows. There might be people who everyone knows. I've had some people, I'm not going to name off many, but I've had, for example, Muna. I actually don't know if I'll actually be able to get in contact with her. I still have her added on Discord, so it's a possibility. Pizzas was definitely one of them. It's also just not people who quit, people who maybe are still around and not as huge, or just kind of, lurking, amongst, just not uploading as much. Dicey's, for example. I know he's still around, he hasn't quit, but content's a little slow. So it's also one of those people. A lot of people quit. A lot of people have definitely left my group to where it's I definitely would love to do a stream with some old OG friends to see if they're up for it. So it's definitely another thing I wanted to do for Twitch. I think the main gist with it would be I would do a small segment, and this is where I talk about this MeepCast Mini. I know it's kind of like a trend of people to make a miniature version of what they already have. Kind of like, for example, a YouTube video, and then you make a YouTube short out of it. That's kind of what the gist is. MeepCast Mini would be a series where I invite someone who's not a part of my friend group, but someone who is a part of the series, people who make me nostalgic. For example, if I invited Pizzas, we would do a good 20 to 30 minute segment of MeepCast. It might even just be uploaded as it's every. It's kind of an idea, but it's kind of MeepCast at the same time, just shorter. So it's it's not really MeepCast, but it's kind of like it. It's a little confusing, but in my mind, I'm still kind of thinking through it. So bear with me here. But take him through it a little, and then we hop on Hive, play some games maybe he's never played, or games he hasn't played in a while. Of course, Pizzas is always on, but you have people like Muna who hasn't probably been on in ages. So it's definitely want that to happen still, regardless on who I invite, because I think it would be pretty fun, honestly. I think it would be amazing just to do a series like that. Definitely. This is something that I know a lot of people don't know about, but if you've been around for a while, you would know about it. Purple. Let's talk about that now. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't got started on it, but we're still at the beginning of the month, to where if you do, people don't know, and let me explain it here, and also let me explain to my YouTube viewers, because I know a lot of people are probably already questioning, why am I a female? Why am I a female? I'll tell you why. Starting from September all the way to December, I tend to change my skin outside of my normal rainbow male form into something different. For example, September, I just changed my skin into a female. That's all it is. But October is purple. Purple, which is probably my second favorite color, in all honesty. Really love the purple variation of myself. And I kind of had lore in the back of my head for my different types of colors, including with Meep Lord, which I know is a whole other thing. I'm not going to get into it because I'm still kind of working it out, which is for something else I have in mind I want to do. So, not going to get into it too much, but just know I have a lot in my mind that I'm thinking of doing that I'm hoping one day I'll put into action, which is going to be awesome. But, purple would be next month, and I haven't gotten it working, but in all honesty, it's not like honestly with like the female one, the skin was made in a day. Like I feel like that's easily said than done to do. It's the profile pic that's not, which I do want a new one. I was thinking if I should get a new one or not, but I definitely do want a new one. Um, that is something I plan on doing, so that will be awesome. I guess upcoming changes. I guess I can talk about for Twitch specifically, and I'll talk about YouTube. Upcoming changes for Twitch. Bit badges. I'm sorry that they've been on placeholders. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot it was even a placeholder to begin with. I'll get something going for it because I honestly don't have a clue still. But I'll definitely get something going for it. Hopefully by November, I'll have some for like at least 3. But I'll probably most likely stub the placeholders all the way until next year. So I'm sorry. It's just something that's not on my mind. I'll get around to it because I'm lazy. I'm absolutely lazy. It's just something that I struggle to deal with. Hello, Ali. By the way, welcome. Um, I'm doing MeepCast right now. If you don't know, it's kind of like my podcast. I'm normally never solo for it, but I'm kind of doing another solo one because it's been a while. I guess for people who haven't seen the studio, I mean, like, it's pretty cool. It's a nice, neat little place. I normally would have friends, but kind of just wanted to do it solo today, just to kind of explain a lot of things I'm working on, but also just things that I've been going through. Not everything fully, of course, because some stuff is personal, but stream's going pretty good. Thank you. What else can I talk about? In terms of this, actually, shouts out to Meteor for this. He kind of gave me the idea to bring this back. In probably this month, I'll be bringing back the 1v1 channel point reward. And the reason why is because I quit Zekwa. Which I guess I could mention a little bit. Zekwa's just not... I don't know. I don't like Zekwa. Like, I'm sorry, but after Zoop kind of just sold the server to newer owners, they're just not professional. I'm just going to flat out say it. They're not. They don't act professional. They're not. They did one dumb change where basically, even if I had... They reverted it from what I heard. But basically, what I'm saying is they kind of just got rid of my rank, and there was nothing I could do about it. So it was like one of those things where like, well, great, that's it, that's a wrap. So, of course, I don't really need a rank to play on a server. That's just it. But also, Zekwa's just super sweaty. It's also kind of a community that I don't really want to be a part of fully, and that's saying something. Hive community. But yeah, definitely will be bringing back the 1v1 redeem so I can start doing 1v1s again. Because I think a lot of people have been wanting to do 1v1s. I've had people who literally joined stream and asked for a 1v1. Like they're just first time following and they just joined to ask for a 1v1. I'll be having that redeemed back. I don't know what price it'll be. I also have been thinking of adding more redeems. I don't know what redeems exactly, but there are a few redeems I have in mind, so definitely look out for that. Yeah, some of them are pretty interesting redeems. Because, in all honesty, some of these redeems are stuff that can only be possible on PC. Because I'm going to be real with you. Xbox streaming, I guess, is a thing I could talk about actually a little bit before I start derailing on other stuff. But let's move over to Xbox streaming a bit. Oh my god, like, where do I begin with this? Where do I begin? Xbox streaming. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I am tired of PC lobbies. I feel like it's gotten to a point where like I can handle it from time to time, but then there's some points where I physically just cannot handle PC lobbies all the time. So it's one of those things where, like I talked about it before, I had a choice over quality or fun. Do I stick to Xbox streaming? I'll have fun. I'll be the happiest ever, but the quality of streams will be bad. Absolutely horrendous. Not even like worth watching. Or do I switch over to the laptop where quality is 10 times better, it's a lot more enjoyable, a lot more fun for the viewer, but deep down, I'm not having as much fun as I feel like I should with the Hive. And I chose quality because I feel like in long term it will do me better, definitely. Anyways, in long term it will definitely do me better. And definitely will be sticking to laptop. There are days where I feel like I'm lazy and I don't want to go live on a laptop, so you might see maybe an Xbox stream there and there if I'm that desperate to play on Xbox. I'm not that desperate though, so that probably won't happen. You'll probably still see the alt channel from time to time and stuff like that. But yeah, um, back when I moved on to channel point rewards, I've thought of a few. There's some that are pretty deadly, some that are pretty interesting, that are really fun, and I'm hoping you guys will enjoy them when I do get around to them because they're definitely something that I've been having in the back of my head, but just never thought I would do them. But honestly, now that school has started back up, I'm in this consistency of getting home, streaming at least 4 p.m., somewhere around there, and just kind of playing the game, you know? I want to add more channel point rewards that kind of make the stream more active. Say, for example, the 1v1 redeem. Of course, you have the CS redeem, but it never gets redeemed. Of course, you have Flip a Coin. But we'll be adding more redeems that kind of just make the stream more enjoyable to watch. That way, it's not just you sitting there watching gameplay. You know? So, yeah, hopefully, whenever I get around to that, that'll be awesome. What do I want to talk about now? Because I'm getting to this point where I feel like I've talked about a lot of the stuff I wanted to talk about. I just know there's some things in the back of my mind that I've not talked about. I guess I can mention this because it's something that I did say I'd do every year, but I'm not going to do this year. I'm not going to do my $100 giveaway. I did it the last 2 years where for 1 year, I gave away pretty much a lot of costumes. Another year, well, last year I did costumes again. Now that there's hats now, I'm not gonna give away $100. I don't think. I might give away $50 though, because that will be equivalent to pretty much a bunch of common hats, which would be 50 hats. So I don't know. I will definitely do some sort of giveaway for Christmas or December, but it won't be for a bit. So just remember that. Talk about Treasure War Seasons. I did mention it. I did mention it earlier. Hive didn't update today, so it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, they didn't update. But what they did do today, they technically did do an update, because I had said they didn't update to my friends. Then, like an hour later, they drop another update where they just add a new CS setting. So it's like, it's something small, I guess, something to mess around with for a good day or two. So I mean, it's something, I appreciate that. Definitely something a lot of people have been wanting, because RNG kind of sucks with Skywars. One thing they did announce today in their region maintenance for Asia region, they of course ported over the catch, the catch chunk thing because they had it on Europe and America region, but they didn't have it on Asia, so they ported it over. What they did talk about in that post, though, is this coming week. I can only assume this weekend, so don't quote me on it, but they basically said this week, which I can only assume is, the next, 10 days at least, somewhere around there. So just assume next weekend. We'll be getting two things. We'll be getting all of the Murder Mystery maps, the Murder Mystery map update that we've been waiting for. So it's going to be, a week delayed, or just, a week in advance, not 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but honestly, it's good enough. In all honesty, it's pretty good. Also, I think it's already been 2 weeks since Hide and Seek's already dropped their update. But I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it has been. Time flies. Another thing they mentioned was we will be getting an entire article on Treasure War Seasons. No one knows what this article will have in it. No one has a clue. The only reason I can see them releasing this article is for the reasoning of that they promised Treasure War Seasons for summer, but now that summer's over, we still haven't gotten it. Again, I think Hive is working on a lot more than they anticipated. Let's be real. Their first thought process of Treasure War Seasons in the planning stage of it, they definitely did not intend to have the entirety of the game recoded. That's definitely what they did not intend. So I definitely believe that Treasure War Seasons is just having a lot more than expected, and I think we're going to get a better result from that, which is what I'm excited for. Honestly, I'll be breaking down the entire article on stream as soon as possible. I'll be breaking down all of it. Murder Mystery Maps I'll be doing. I guess I'll talk about tomorrow's stream because I am live right now. Which, by the way, anyone watching from YouTube, whenever this does get uploaded, I'm live every other day. Pretty much every weekday is 4 p.m. CST, somewhere around there. So yeah, I'm pretty much live every day. So yeah, if you could check out my Twitch channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. For tomorrow's stream, I'll be doing when this gets uploaded. I guess I could say when I'm recording this or streaming this because for YouTube it'll be late. This is September 8th is when I'm streaming this. Tomorrow is gonna be huge. I'm gonna be waking up early, waking up really early, around I want to say like 8 to 8:30, and there's a reason for it. I'll be participating in an event. I'm not gonna say what event. It's for fun, so I think it's gonna be hilarious. But I'll also be participating in a server launch. I've talked about this server before on stream. I don't know if anyone knows or remembers me talking about a server. Shock Network. Shock Network is a server that's run by some huge creators. There's definitely more people behind it, but creators such as like Pocket Gaming, Pocket, Dicey's, people like them have been working on this server for 2 years now. It's definitely been a good while since it's been announced and they've talked about it. Definitely been a good year and a half, I will say. Maybe not 2 years, but definitely a good year and a half. It is finally going to be in beta tomorrow. It will be open beta for everyone to try. I'm going to be going live for it. Hopefully, if I do wake up early, if I don't wake up early, I'll be going live for it later in the day. But yeah, definitely will be checking that out tomorrow. On Tuesday, which I know this is something that a lot of people don't care about, but Tuesday, September 12th, My Farm Life. If you don't know what that is, it's a Galaxite game mode that they have been working on for a while. I think this is kind of Galaxite's take on kind of the prison genre, like prisons and stuff like that, or maybe Skyblock, just things like that include survival or just kind of like a simulator kind of thing. I think that's kind of their take on that, and that's kind of what Farm Life's going to be. No one knows what clue and what's going to have, but basically their next big, huge game mode. That'll be happening, I think, around 12 a.m. So, I think. I could be wrong. Actually, it might be 12 p.m. Might be 12 p.m. I'm not entirely sure. I'll look back at the time and see. But as it is currently, definitely will be doing a long stream on that Tuesday. So definitely will be doing an alt channel or a VC. Which, by the way, sorry that I haven't been doing alt channel and VCs recently. I haven't really been feeling motivated to do them. I'll get back to them this week. I just didn't want to feel like doing them. I'll do the rotation of VC, alt channel, VC, alt channel, VC. And then that's how I'll do it this is like later in the night after I end stream. So yeah, that's why I'll be going back to that rotation. So sorry I haven't been doing them, just I haven't really been feeling too motivated to do them overall. So yeah, sorry for that. Is there any other projects I can talk about? I mentioned a few. I've mentioned Project Hyde. I've mentioned a few other things I have in mind I want to get to. I'm trying to think of... Oh, I guess I could talk about this. Bonus Olympics. I've mentioned it, and I don't know if people are up for the idea. Just let me know. I want to do Olympics, but on other servers, but also just specifically for fun. For example, I had the idea of doing an Olympics on Galaxite, just to promote Galaxite a little bit more, because it definitely deserves more love. Because it definitely has improved in terms of lag. Definitely not for lower end devices, but definitely for up to not Switch, but up to Xbox, PlayStation, normal PC. It's definitely been improved. I don't even feel lag anymore half the time on that server, so I definitely recommend checking it out. I wanted to do bonus Olympics where I kind of just invite friends again, or maybe just anyone, honestly. Or it's be Galaxite. If I do one on CubeCraft, I think that'd be kind of funny. I just do some wacky and crazy ones, just ones that are just complete stupid. Just let me know, because I feel like that's a good idea I could get around to. Maybe when Mineplex comes back up. By the way, this is another thing I could talk about. I just remembered this. I don't know what date it was. Crap, it might have been 15th. Mineplex on Twitter has announced that they have something in the works. It could be them releasing the server back up. All I know is that on Twitter, Mineplex will be announcing something on the 15th of this month. So I feel like I can confidently say that Mineplex will most likely be coming back this month or next month. One of the two. Regardless, I'm hyped for it because Mineplex is a server I actually miss in the golden era of Minecraft. I used to play it a lot, definitely on Java. Not like every day. I think every day for me was like CubeCraft and Hive, and then it was like Hive and Hypixel. And then Mineplex was kind of one of those servers I played every once in a while. But now that it's returning, hopefully to Bedrock first, because apparently that's what they're prioritizing, I'm excited. I'm generally excited. Um, Definitely will be streaming that whenever that happens. There's a lot happening this month. I don't know if people realize that. There's a lot happening this month with me and content. So I do want people to, keep watching for the channel because I'll be live every day explaining stuff about Hive, going over stuff, and all that. I'm not gonna lie, I may have de-wheeled on Twitch stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have planned for Twitch, whether it be bit badges, new channel point reward settings, a bunch of other ideas, stream ideas, and just plans I have for streams. YouTube. I'm going to be honest with you. If Hive is going to be updating every 2 to 3 weeks, I somehow can't keep up with the weekly uploads. Because here's the thing. I have a new series called My Hive Thoughts, where I talk about my Hive Thoughts for every game mode. Hide and Seek, I'm not gonna lie, I tried editing. It didn't want to edit for some reason, so sorry if the Hide and Seek video is kind of garbage, but like, it's gonna be uploaded, this Saturday, so be tomorrow. I already have Treasure War. No, I already uploaded Treasure Wars. I have Bridge pre-recorded already, but then I also gotta make a video on the new Hub Hunt before that goes away. I'll probably make it more detailed like I normally do, so that'd be cool. I got the entire thing for the Hub Hunt to do. Murder Mystery Maps will literally release in a week, so I'm definitely going to be doing a video talking about my 5 thoughts on Murder Mystery for the update and overall. And I want to do a video on the article they released for Treasure Wars. Just kind of going in depth and summarizing it for YouTube's sakes. Like, there's a lot happening to where it's like weekly uploading will not suffice it. Plus with like things I do want to do outside of just the series. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, great. What do I do? I'm going to try to commit to it. So do not take my word for this. 2 uploads per week. I know that sounds stupid, but in all honesty, I think starting after this week's upload, next week we'll have 2 uploads. So basically what I mean by that is I won't be getting an upload, but you'll get an upload, for example. You'll be getting an upload Friday, and then you'll be getting one Tuesday. I think those are the days I'm going to be uploading on for now on, because it's going to be pretty difficult to kind of like justify, kind of what days to upload on, but I feel like that's kind of the best I can do it, just in terms of splitting it up for a few days. Like a few days without an upload, then an upload, a few days without an upload, then an upload, something along those lines. I think it'll work pretty well. But yeah, most likely I'll be double uploading. I guess I'll talk about this. This is another, not project, but an idea I had in mind. YouTube streaming. I've had this idea, and I know I've mentioned it before a month back or 2. YouTube streaming is something I'm not really sure of yet. And I did say I was going to do at least one YouTube stream before the end of summer. And I didn't do it because I really didn't feel like doing it. The thought kind of came back to my head. And I'm up to try it. I'm up to just maybe do like a one stream on YouTube. And just see how it goes. And honestly, if it goes pretty well, you might see a few YouTube streams there and there. But just know, this isn't me saying I'm trying to quit Twitch. Twitch streams will definitely be every single day. Just if I don't stream on Twitch, maybe it'll be on YouTube. I don't know. I just want to try it at least once and see what happens. And if it does well, I'll do it every other week. Maybe just once a week. Or just once every 2 weeks. Because sometimes I won't do it. I'm just drinking water because throat's starting to hurt. You definitely have a lot planned for the future. This is kind of ideas I have for, this month, October, and November. Of course, I have an idea for my skin and profile for November already. For December, I know a lot of people who have been here in the past probably remember my December skin. And also remember that I didn't fully use it last year, mainly just because last year kind of was just kind of like it's basically just my rainbow skin, but in a different form again. Not like it's still male, but it's in a different form. So this is why I tell you all this. My skin for December is going to be completely different. It is going to be a skin no one has ever seen me wear. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I have an idea in my brain. Okay. I have. That was my parents. Sorry. I had. I had this idea in my head, and I want to continue off of what I basically started in my brain, and also have been taking notes little by little of lore for my character. Overall, I feel like if I go this direction, it will just continue off of it, and I'll be able to expand my brain and just kind of think a little bit more. And by the way, this is for future ideas I have in mind, which I will not mention in the stream. I definitely have a lot of ideas. So yeah, there's a lot planned. There's a lot. Some things I haven't even mentioned in this MeepCast that I have planned. Overall, for MeepCast sakes, MeepCast is back. I'm gonna try to make this every 2 weeks, or just whenever I want. Who knows? If I really feel like it, there could be a MeepCast tomorrow. I don't know, Fulia. Yeah. Why did my dad walk in too? My mom walked in, then my dad walked in. What the hell? Okay. That's funny. MeepCast is back. Next time, I'll do it with friends. What friends? I have no idea. I'll think of someone. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this just flat out right now. It most likely will have Caitlyn in it, just because I've been talking to Caitlyn a whole lot. So yeah. But I'll probably, you might see Chris, Jonesy, maybe a few other people. Maybe Caitlyn won't be there, and I'll have someone else. That was a weird noise. But yeah, I'll have people in next MeepCast. So sorry if this MeepCast and last MeepCast have been kind of a letdown. Just wanted to use last MeepCast to talk, because I couldn't get friends at that time. And I wanted to use this one to keep you guys up to date with me, my content, and just stuff all around of what I have in the works. So yeah. Wanted to do this MeepCast at least around 40 something minutes. I think we kind of got to that point. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like 30 something minutes. But I definitely think I've talked a good amount for this MeepCast. I don't really have much else to talk about. I don't know. Anyone have any questions? I don't know. I don't really have anything else mentioned. So I think we're done here. But yeah. MeepCast is back. I'm going to continue stream. But for the YouTube viewers, hope you enjoyed. See y'all in the next video. Peace.